I had a real clever intro, came up for this, and just immediately forgot what I was going to do because I thought it would sound corny. That's been my life the past week. Anyways, what is up, YouTube? I am Nuaj Jotian, and this is my draft analysis for Season 3 of the Fifth Warrior League. Wow, I can't English. Season 3, Fifth Warrior League draft analysis. Now, before we get started, something really important changed here. That is F tier. I brought in 15 Ubermon. 15 Uber Pokemon to come in. Each team draft one if they wanted to, which 14 teams did. And they actually played a real big part coming into this draft. Going into this back on, I think we did start the draft 2 weeks ago. I had the 5th overall pick, which originally it was going to be top 3, but because I made that comeback at the end of Season 2, one division to make playoffs, that dropped a few spots. So I've been fretting, but I really did not think I was going to get the 2 Pokemon in this draft I wanted the most. Lo and behold, both Pokemon I wanted fell to me. And the first Pokemon in the draft was a Pokemon I've wanted to use in the draft format literally forever. And I'm glad I get to finally use this thing. Computer, there we go. Coco has arrived. Finally. If I can get that, I can't get that off screen, I don't know why. But this thing is probably the most used Coco in draft format because Lele is usually banned. Lele's not banned here, and it was taken 2nd overall, I believe. My electric type, Vero, is gone. The age of Coco has begun. The first Pokemon ever drafted in the history of the New York Aqua Jets. Great speed stat, 130 speed, great attack stat, decent special attack stat. Thing, physical attack of like, and my views, my first views. So this thing is not really known for being the fairy type, which, okay, that's fine. I don't want the thing with fairy type. I want it to be used for my fast electric. It can hit hard with Thunderbolt, with Bolt Switch, with Brave Bird. It can defog half the way, which I'm never going to do. Trust me on that. It gets Play Rough, I think it is, the fairy type move it actually gets. Give a variety of other moves. Not as much coverage as I honestly think this thing should have for probably being the best top pool, in my opinion, but this thing works. The thing I wanted to draft the most because Coco has always done well in the draft no matter what teams pick it up. And the thing I wanted to pair it with, I ended up taking it in the 3rd round, which we'll get to that. But the other Pokemon I wanted, and surprisingly fell to me late in the 2nd round, Deoxys Attack. Why did y'all let me get this thing? I mean, yeah, look, if defense and special defense are 20, but look at those attack stats. Look at that speed stat. This thing is faster than Tapu Koko, and if my memory serves me right, I believe this thing is if it is slightly faster or slightly slower than Vero was. Cause I don't remember if Vero was 147 or 152 speed, but that shows how fast this thing is. And just think about it. This is only Deoxys Attack. Deoxys Attack is 150 speed. Just think about what Deoxys speed would be. I believe Deoxys speed is 180. So this thing is the definition of a glass cannon. Psycho Boost is like the Draco Media for Psychic type. But I don't even have to run Psycho Boost. I can just run Psychic or Fire Shock, even Psycho Cut. I believe this thing gives Trick Room as well, which I debated drafting a Trick Room team, but I decided not to go for it. This thing gives Signal Beam. I believe it gives Shadow Ball. Just this thing is going, no matter what set I bring or what game I bring, it's going to hit hard. Just think about that. Even though it probably will die to one hit, it's going to hit hard. For my 3rd pick, which was definitely brought to pair up with Tapu Koko, Garchomp, a 2nd tier 1 Pokemon, tried and true ever since its debut in Gen 4. Great attack stat. What the fuck? Great attack stat. HP and speed is good. Defense, the rest of the stats are just all around good. Quad weakness to ice, which I don't really care about. I'm used to it by now with dragons being quad weak to ice type move. Gotta be careful about other fairy types and other dragon type moves. Well, rough skin is a great ability. Like rough skin, Rocky Helmet, Garchomp. Great is a great fit to bring. Famous choice scarf. This thing, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake. I do wish it got Thousand Arrow, but it doesn't. You could bring it from special fight as well with Dragon Pulse, with Draco Meteor, with Fire Blast, with any type of HP. What you got, like HP Ice or HP Fire you want to run. Death Guard Chop in a nutshell. Everyone knows what this thing does by now. And then round 4, jump down to tier 3 and grab Snorlax, another Pokemon I've been wanting to use for a very long time. Great HP and attack stat. It's slow as hell, but why would you ever put speed investment on this thing? I believe this thing gives Gyro Ball. Correct me if I'm wrong, which would take great advantage of that speed. This thing is also my second VU, so that Pulverizing Pancake is coming. Obviously, Giga Impact, Return, Earthquake. It gets a fighting type move. I think it's Drain Punch. If not Drain Punch, it's Volca. It's something in that range. Yeah, Earthquake. It gives the Elemental Punch, if I believe. Definitely great. Thick Fat for great ability. Immunity for great ability. I can either take the like 0.5 damage to both fire and ice type move, or I can take the immunity to being poisoned, I believe that's what it is. So this thing also gives me great bulk, especially with the outfit having no defense whatsoever, and with Thick Fat, it pairs well with Garchomp because it basically erases the ice type weakness. So round 5, I grabbed Chandelure. Now, originally, this was a Lola Marowak. When I drafted Lola Marowak, it was mainly because I wanted that Lightning Rod. For that, I could switch in from one to take advantage of Coco's Electric Terrain, Lightning Rod, Raise and Special Attack. But towards the end of the draft, I decided I basically already have like a bunch of physical attackers, like 5 physical attackers and no dedicated special attacker outside of Specs Coco, really. So I decided I would trade out the physical Fire Ghost Pokemon for the special one. Even though I won't have Lightning Rod, this thing with Infiltrator and Flash Fire, it gives me a fire immunity. Infiltrator makes me if your substitute ain't doing jack shit. Specs of Scarf Chandelure is going to do a lot of damage because that special attack set is obviously amazing. It gives me a spin blocker, and I still get the rock weakness, and I still get a ground weakness, which my next pick actually erases that ground weakness in the way that people forget, which is not what I was thinking of. The pick after this one. Wow. Tentacruel, round 5. Give me Rapid Spinner. Give me a Toxic Feather with Toxic Spike and Toxic Fell. Give me a Bulky Water type. 120 special defense is great. It's also kind of fast for how bulky it is. 100 speed. That's amazing. Not that much I can say about Tentacruel really, because if I'm on, I've only used I only use Tentacruel in Emerald and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's it. So I can't really say much about it. I'm so sorry. Now we get to round 7. Klefki, and I'm sorry about the background. I actually do not know why I couldn't get rid of that to save my life. Klefki, stats may be horrible, but the thing that makes Klefki such a valuable pick, especially in tier 2 for me, is Prankster. For some reason, Prankster does right now, it gives all non-attacking moves like Agility, Spike, Stealth Rock, Tailwind, Baton Pass, all that have priority. And the good thing about that is I can use Magnarize to get rid of Klefki's ground weakness. But the great thing about that is I could then Baton Pass, like priority Baton Pass that Magnarize onto either Tapu Koko, Tentacruel, or Chandelure, and all of a sudden I now have Magnarize on the one of those 3 Pokemon, and their ground weakness is gone. So like Tapu Koko will only be weak to Poison and Steel. Tentacruel will only be weak to Electric, and maybe I don't think Grass will mainly be Electric. And then Chandelure will only be weak to Rock and Ghost, really. And that's the good thing, because this gives me a dedicated Havoc Feather, gives me a dedicated Defogger, and just all around team support Pokemon that a lot of people don't realize works here. And so I'm love to see what Klefki would do support-wise for the team. Moving on to round 8 is Krillin. So somebody suggested I grab Krillin mainly because like it gives me an Eviolite user. My first 2 Eviolite, 3. No, my first 3 Eviolite users. Give me a Grass type and take ground type move. I can run Belly Drum, Substitute, Spikes, Leech Feed, Giga Drain. Not Giga Drain, more like I think this didn't get spiky. I don't know if Krillin didn't get spiky shit or if it's just chestnut only, but the main reason is that if you like User with give me that ground with this also, I don't mind. And being a tier 5, I don't like most tier 5 Pokemon anyway, so I didn't mind grabbing Krillin. But fun fact, this was actually originally Cryogonal, and the main reason I dropped it was because of its own Stealth Rock weakness for it being Rapid Spinner, so it just wasn't going to work out on this team. Round 9, I jumped up to tier 4, grabbed my second Eviolite user in Sneasel. Sneasel is by far the better Ice type. I don't know what possessed me to not take this over Cryogonal, but it has a really strong knockoff, base 95 attack, really strong like Icicle Crash and Ice Shard. It can low kick heavy Pokemon like Miltank. It gives Shadow Claw. I believe it gives Poison Jab as well, and Metal Claw. The thing has somewhat good coverage. It has a great speed stat, great attack stat. And it's also another Eviolite user, so its defenses are raised. Round 10, I grabbed my third Eviolite user, Lickitung. To be real, this might get dropped for another tier 5 Pokemon later in the season. One of my main things for drafting Lickitung is to Wish Path. Because everything else Lickitung would want to do is done with other Pokemon on the team already. So, yeah, they have a pretty high chance of Lickitung going to get dropped. Plain and simple. And then round 11, my Mega Heracross. Now, when I thought about with Tapu Koko and Dialga, one of the things people constantly told me that I need a fighting type. And when I said I want to use Tapu Koko, the first thing people said was I should grab Pheromosa or Marshadow. Thing is, grabbing Koko, I knew for a fact that both Pokemon were going to be gone before it came back to my round 2 pick. So I decided I could just grab Mega Heracross, run with that. And that's perfectly fine because Mega Heracross is still strong. 185 for an attack stat is insane. It would move like close combat. It can still hit hard. It can still hit hard with Earthquake. But Skill Link, as its ability, makes Bullet Seed, Pin Missile, Rock Blast, Tail Flap, even though it doesn't get Tail Flap, it makes those 4 moves really useful, especially Pin Missile, which is Stab, Rock Blast, take out Flying type Pokemon, and Bullet Seed, which is in Water type and Water Ground type, like Quagsire and Mega Swampert. So overall, I do like this team. The only real mistake I could say I really screen time around because, well, just because I wanted to really. So and I probably have to go really fast on this, but I really need to sleep. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more content, turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.